Thank you for having me.
Lovely viewers, welcome back. Today's story is one that has the entire internet buzzing, and I promise you, this one is hotter than anything we've talked about recently. Imagine this. Minho and hye kyo's fairy tale marriage, the wedding that shook the entire entertainment world, is still dominating headlines. Fans can't stop talking about it, pictures are going viral, and social media is exploding with hashtags celebrating their union. But hold on, there's a twist that no one saw coming. Jung Ki, yes, the very same Jung Ki who was once married to hye kyo, has now entered the spotlight again, and not for the reason you might think. His reaction to their marriage. It's going viral, and everyone is asking the same question. Is he jealous, hurt, or just playing it cool? Grab your seat because what I'm about to share with you will make your jaw drop. Now let's set the scene. The news of Minho and hye kyo's wedding broke the internet. Fans all over the world were screaming with excitement, calling it the wedding of the century. And why not? Two of the biggest Korean stars finally tied the knot, making everyone believe in love again. Pictures from the ceremony showed pure elegance and romance. hye kyo in that breathtaking gown, Minho looking like the perfect groom. Social media couldn't keep calm. But as fans were celebrating this union, curiosity started creeping in. What about Jung Ki? The man who once shared a love story with hye kyo that fans adored. How would he feel seeing her start a new chapter with another superstar? And then boom! The internet exploded when Jung Ki's name started trending out of nowhere. Why? Because his reaction, or should I say reactions, started making rounds online. First, fans noticed something strange on the day of the wedding. Jung Ki, who had been relatively active on social media before, suddenly went quiet. No posts, no stories, complete silence. That was the first spark that got people talking. Some fans said, "He's staying private, and that's respectable," while others whispered, "He's not okay. He's definitely feeling something." And just when the conversation was dying down, something else happened that reignited the fire. Lovely viewers, listen to this carefully. Hours after the wedding pictures went viral, Jung Ki posted something cryptic on his Instagram story. It wasn't a direct message, not even a photo of himself, but a simple black and white picture of a sunset with the caption, "Some things are meant to be, and some are meant to be lessons." Can you feel the chills? Because the internet sure did. Within minutes, screenshots of that post started circulating everywhere, and the comments were filled with questions like, "Is this about hye kyo? And is he throwing shade?" Now of course he didn't mention any names, but come on, the timing was too perfect to ignore. And guess what? That's not even the only thing he did. A few eagle-eyed fans noticed that he liked a post from one of his close friends that said, "True strength is moving on without resentment." Now, does that mean he's wishing them well? Or is that a subtle way of saying, "I'm trying to stay strong"? Fans are divided, and honestly, the speculation is getting wilder by the second. Some people are saying that he's still not over her, while others believe he's just reflecting on life and trying to show maturity. But here's the question for you, lovely viewers. What do you think? Is this jealousy, heartbreak, or just coincidence? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I'm dying to know where you stand on this. Now let's talk about the memes and reactions because, oh boy, the internet does not miss a thing. People are making memes of Jung Ki looking at his phone like, "When your ex marries the most handsome man in Korea." There's even a meme of Minho and hye kyo smiling at their wedding while Jung Ki's picture from Descendants of the Sun is edited in the background with sad music playing. I can't lie. Some of them are hilarious, but some fans are saying this is unfair because he doesn't deserve to be trolled like this. What do you think? Should fans back off and give him peace? Or is this just harmless fun on the internet? But wait, there's more drama brewing because a source close to Jung Ki allegedly spoke to a reporter and said something very interesting. He wishes her happiness, but he was surprised by how fast everything happened. Now, whether that's true or not we can't confirm, but if it is, it definitely adds another layer to this story. Was he expecting her to stay single longer? Was he secretly hoping for a reconciliation? These are questions no one can answer for sure, except Jung Ki himself. But the mystery, the silence, the cryptic posts, it's driving fans wild. Lovely viewers, let's take a moment and rewind to when Jung Ki and hye kyo were married. Remember how much fans adored them. They were the ultimate power couple after Descendants of the Sun. People called them the Song couple, and their wedding was a dream come true for millions of fans. So seeing her move on, and not just with anyone but with someone like Minho, is bound to stir emotions. It's human, right? And while Jung Ki has moved on publicly with his own life and even started a family, emotions can be complicated. So, could this viral reaction be a mix of nostalgia and reality hitting hard? Or is the internet reading too much into things? And let me ask you this. If you were in Jung Ki's shoes, how would you feel? Honestly, picture your ex marrying one of the most famous people in the world. Would you feel a little sting of jealousy? Or would you just shrug it off and wish them well? Be honest and drop your answer below, because I know this is something a lot of us can relate to in some way. That's what makes this story so fascinating. It's not just about celebrities, it's about human emotions on the biggest stage imaginable. Now let's fast forward to what's happening right now. That cryptic post from Jung Ki. It has already racked up millions of views and hundreds of thousands of comments. And guess what? Fans are defending him, saying things like, "Stop dragging him into this, he's allowed to have feelings," while others are saying, "He's clearly shading them and I'm here for it." It's a full-blown internet war between fans who want to protect Jung Ki and those who think he's being petty. Which side are you on? Let's talk about it in the comments, because this debate is getting heated. But here's something even more shocking. There are rumors going around that Jung Ki might address this during an upcoming interview. Yes, you heard me right. He's scheduled to appear in a media event next week. And fans are already speculating whether a reporter will bring up this viral moment. Can you imagine the headlines if he actually comments on it? Do you think he'll play it cool and say something like, "I'm happy for them"? Or will he dodge the question completely? Or, and this is the wildest scenario, will he throw more shade? I'm telling you, lovely viewers, this is a story that's not slowing down anytime soon. Before I wrap up this segment, let me leave you with this thought. No matter how famous you are, no matter how successful, emotions are universal. Jealousy, nostalgia, heartbreak. They don't disappear just because you're a celebrity. And this situation is a perfect example of that. But whether Jung Ki is truly jealous or just being misinterpreted, one thing is certain. His reaction has gone viral, and the world can't stop talking about it. Lovely viewers, what do you think is going to happen next? Will Jung Ki break his silence and finally tell us how he feels? Will he ignore the noise and move on? Or will this become one of the biggest celebrity love triangle headlines of the year? I want to hear your theories, because, trust me, this is just the beginning. We left off wondering what might happen next. Will Jung Ki break his silence, or will he let the rumors swirl without a word? Well, buckle up, because the reactions and speculations have only gotten wilder. And the internet is in overdrive trying to decode every single move Jung Ki makes. This is turning into one of the most talked about celebrity dramas of the year. And trust me, you do not want to miss a single detail of what's coming next. So, after Jung Ki's cryptic sunset post with that loaded caption, "Some things are meant to be, and some are meant to be lessons," the internet exploded, but then came something even more suspicious. Fans noticed that within 24 hours, Jung Ki quietly deleted that Instagram story. Yes, you heard that right. Deleted it. Now tell me, lovely viewers, does that sound like someone who wants to stay out of the drama? Or does it sound like someone who realized his message hit harder than he intended? People are saying, he posted it in the heat of the moment and then thought better of it. Others believe he didn't expect it to go this viral and panicked. Either way, deleting it only added fuel to the fire. Everyone is now asking, what's really going on in his heart? And then, get this, right after deleting the story, Jung Ki shared a new post, completely unrelated, showing a behind-the-scenes shot from his latest project with the caption, "Work keeps me focused." Now that sounds innocent, right? But when you're the ex-husband of the woman who just married Korea's biggest heartthrob, nothing is ever just innocent to the internet. Fans immediately jumped into the comments with mixed reactions. "Focus on yourself, King," while others wrote, "He's hurting, you can feel it." It's almost like every word he writes now is under a microscope. And honestly, that's the price of being a global star with millions of people invested in your personal life. But wait, lovely viewers, here's where it gets even spicier. You know how social media works. People start digging deep when something like this happens. Some fans actually went back and started analyzing Jung Ki's recent activity, his old interviews, and even his playlist updates. Yes, his playlist. Apparently, a few days before the wedding news broke, he added a couple of emotional ballads about lost love and moving on. Coincidence? Or a subtle cry for help? Fans are debating this like their lives depend on it. Some are convinced he saw the wedding coming and was preparing himself emotionally, while others think it's just random and we're all overthinking it. But come on, the timing is just too perfect to ignore, right? Now let's talk about the fan wars because they are at an all-time high. On one side you have Minho and hye kyo's fans, who are living in pure bliss, posting wedding clips with captions like, "The king and queen we deserve." And on the other side you have Jung Ki's loyal fans who are fiercely defending him, saying things like, "Leave him alone, he's moved on, he has a family now." But here's the catch. Some fans are starting to notice that even though Jung Ki is in a new relationship and reportedly very happy, this wedding still seems to have shaken things up for him. Why? Because his name wouldn't be trending worldwide if people didn't sense something in his reaction. And let's be real, human emotions aren't black and white. You can move on and still feel something when your past love marries someone else. It's complicated, and that's why this story is breaking the internet. Lovely viewers, can we take a second to imagine what's happening behind the scenes? Picture Jung Ki sitting in his living room, phone in hand, scrolling through all the wedding posts that are dominating every platform. Maybe he's calm, maybe he's smiling, maybe he's feeling a little sting, it's human. Or maybe, just maybe, he's completely unbothered and laughing at all the speculation while enjoying dinner with his loved ones. Which scenario do you believe? Because the truth is, no one knows except him, but that hasn't stopped the world from playing detective. Now let's make this interactive again. If you were Jung Ki's friend, what advice would you give him right now? Would you tell him to post something positive to shut down the rumors? Or would you tell him to stay quiet and let the storm pass? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this is the kind of debate that fans live for. And speaking of debates, there's another twist that has fans completely divided. A popular Korean entertainment journalist went on a talk show and hinted that Jung Ki might have been approached for an interview where he'll be asked about the wedding. When asked how he thinks Jung Ki will respond, the journalist said, "He's very professional, so I think he'll give a polite answer. But whether that answer is truly how he feels, only he knows." Can you imagine the ratings if Jung Ki actually speaks on this? It would break the internet all over again. So now fans are eagerly waiting for that interview, hoping for either a classy response or, let's be honest, some subtle shade to keep the drama alive. But while we wait for that, something else just happened that sent shockwaves through social media. Are you ready for this? Someone claimed that Jung Ki's private fan community shared a message from him thanking his supporters for always standing by him and telling them not to worry about rumors. Now, we can't confirm if this is 100% true. But if it is, it means he's aware of all the noise and wants to calm things down. Some fans are interpreting that as a sign that he's not jealous. He's just annoyed by all the unnecessary drama. But then again, why would he address it if he wasn't at least a little affected? See what I mean? The layers of this story keep getting deeper. And now, let's talk predictions because you know I love doing that with you, lovely viewers. What's next for this love triangle saga? Will Jung Ki finally speak out and clear the air? Will he post another cryptic message that throws the fandom into chaos again? Or will he surprise everyone by posting a photo of his own happy life to show he's completely fine? Personally, I think the next move he makes will be very strategic because right now, all eyes are on him. One word from him, and the internet will explode all over again. Before I wrap up this continuation, let's not forget the bigger picture here. At the end of the day, this isn't just about drama. It's about real human emotions playing out on the biggest stage imaginable. We've all been there, right? Seeing someone you once loved move on. It's not easy, even if you're happy in your own life. So while we're all entertained by this story, let's also show a little empathy because these are real people behind the headlines. Lovely viewers, I want to hear your final thoughts on this. Do you think Jung Ki is truly jealous? Or is he just being dragged into unnecessary drama? And what do you think he should do next? Ignore it. The theories, the reactions, the behind-the-scenes whispers. Everything is piling up, and the more you look at it, the more it feels like this story has layers we still haven't peeled back. And I promise you what I'm about to share next will keep you glued to your screen because things just got even more intense. So, remember how I ended the last part asking whether Jung Ki should ignore it, speak out, or publicly congratulate the couple? Well, guess what? Fans have already started a campaign on Twitter demanding that he say something. Yes, you heard that right. The hashtag Jung Ki Speak Up is trending alongside hashtag congrats, Minho, and people are divided into two camps. One side says he owes no one an explanation and should remain silent, while the other insists that a simple congratulatory message would shut down all the speculation and stop the hate. But would it really? Or would it make things worse? Because let's be honest, if he posts something now, every word will be dissected under a microscope, and if it sounds even slightly forced, people will accuse him of faking it. Can you imagine the pressure? And while all this is happening, a new bombshell just dropped. An alleged insider from the entertainment industry spoke to a popular gossip outlet and said this. Jung Ki was aware of the wedding, but he didn't expect it to happen so soon. It surprised him. Now, we can't confirm how true this is, but if it's even partially accurate, it explains a lot. Maybe that cryptic sunset post wasn't just random. Maybe it really was him processing the shock. And if that's the case, can we really blame him? It's not every day your ex marries one of the biggest stars in the world, right? Even if you're over someone, big moments like this can bring back a flood of emotions, memories, what-ifs, and maybe even a little bit of pride taking a hit. Be honest, lovely viewers. Wouldn't you feel at least something if you were in his shoes? I know I would. But wait, the story doesn't end there. Fans have started digging into Jung Ki's old interviews. Yes, old interviews, and pulling out clips where he talked about relationships, marriage, and moving on. One particular clip from 2 years ago has resurfaced where he said, "When you love someone deeply, even if things don't work out, a part of that feeling always stays with you." Now, that's a general statement, but fans are connecting it to what's happening now. And it's making everyone even more emotional. People are tweeting things like, "He said this years ago, and now look at the situation. My heart breaks for him." Whether that's fair or not is up for debate, but one thing is clear. Jung Ki has officially become a trending topic all over again, and not because of his projects, but because of his personal life. Now, here's something even more fascinating. Some international fans have started writing open letters to Jung Ki, telling him to stay strong and ignore the noise. These letters are going viral on fan forums and even getting translated into Korean. One letter said, "Dear Jung Ki, you don't need to prove anything to anyone. Your happiness matters more than what people say. Keep shining." Isn't that sweet? It just shows how much his fans love and protect him. But it also raises a big question. Does Jung Ki even want to stay silent? Or is he planning his next move carefully? And speaking of moves, let me spill another piece of tea. Some fans believe that Jung Ki's management team is already preparing an official statement. Yes, an official statement. According to speculation, it might be something short and simple like, "We wish them happiness and hope fans focus on supporting all actors in their future projects." That sounds professional, right? But if that statement actually drops, will it stop the chaos or add more fuel to the fire? Because let's be real, people love drama, and no matter what he says, there will be headlines twisting his words. That's just how it works in this industry. Lovely viewers, let's make this interactive again because I want to hear your predictions. If Jung Ki does make a statement, what do you think it will sound like? Will it be super polite and formal? Or will he surprise everyone with something heartfelt and emotional? Or, and this is the wild card, will he pull a move no one expects and post a cute family picture to say, "I'm happy too"? Imagine that breaking the internet. Him smiling with his family while the world speculates about jealousy. That would be the ultimate power move, wouldn't it? But wait, while we're busy speculating about Jung Ki, Minho and hye kyo are living their best lives, sharing honeymoon pictures that look straight out of a romantic movie. And guess what? Fans are tagging Jung Ki in those posts, which honestly is not okay. Some fans are saying this is cyberbullying and they need to stop. Others are saying, "He's a public figure, he can handle it." But come on, lovely viewers, let's be honest. Being tagged in your ex's wedding photos with another superstar? That's harsh. So here's my question for you. Do you think fans should stop dragging him into this? Or do you think it's just part of being famous? Let me know in the comments because this debate is getting intense. And now, let's address the elephant in the room. What does this mean for the future of these three stars? Could this drama affect their careers? For Lee Minho and Song Hye Kyo, probably not. They're riding high on the success of their marriage news. But for Jung Ki, this could go two ways. Either people start feeling sympathy for him and rally behind his next project, or the constant speculation overshadows his work, which he definitely doesn't want. And that's why, lovely viewers, I believe his next move will be critical. One wrong post, one misunderstood word, and boom, new headlines for weeks. Before we wrap this part, let's take a step back and remember something important. All these emotions we're discussing, jealousy, heartbreak, nostalgia, they're human. No amount of fame changes that. And maybe that's why this story has captured so much attention, because we can all relate to it on some level. We've all felt that sting of seeing someone we once loved move on. And seeing it happen on such a massive public stage makes it feel even more dramatic. Lovely viewers, I'm not done yet because there's still more tea brewing. There are celebrity friends dropping subtle hints, fans planning projects to protect Jung Ki, and even rumors about how he might take a break from social media after this storm. If you want me to keep going with all those juicy details, trending fan comments, and insider whispers, let me know because this story is far from over.